You're looking live at Lumpkin Stadium in Waxahachie, Texas, where today the Southwestern Assemblies of God University Lions play host to the Oklahoma Baptist University Bison. It's hard-hitting NAIA football coming up next right here on the SAGU Sports Network.
Here we go, SID, baby. You ready? Or not? On the ones and twos, yeah. SAGU in the place to be. Yeah, feels good, don't it? Hey, feels good, don't it? Hey, feels good, don't it? Here we go. Purple and gold, you know, at it again. CJ in the pocket, ready for a win. Bitch and RJ, they don't play. This is game time, son, so they ready to shine. Check the sweat, it's recess, beating the best. We blessed, no flex, meeting the test. Shelly and Mo, they gon' score. Strength in the low, don't you know? Each inch is a yard, no matter how far. Every point that we get, just setting the bar. Each inch is a yard, no matter how far. Every point that we get, just setting the bar. Yup, get 'em. Lions in the pack, never got slack. Pushing for greatness, never looking back. Fear the war, check the score. Can't ignore talent, strength in the Lord. Lions in the pack, never got slack. Pushing for greatness, never looking back. Fear the war, check the score. Can't ignore talent, strength in the Lord. Lions in the pack, never got slack. Pushing for greatness, never looking back. Fear the war, check the score. Can't ignore talent, strength in the Lord.
And hello, everybody. Rob Price here, along with my partner, John Cookman. Glad you're joining us on the call today, John.
So good to be here.
Usually you're behind the scenes. Today you're going to be calling with me, so it's going to be a fun time today for sure. Lions are still with us on the season, John. They're 0-3 so far. Real rough start. They dropped last week's game against Texas Lutheran, 54-21. Ouch. It's desperation mode now as we now enter CSFL play. That's the Central States Football League play, and we need a win today to kind of right the ship, turn the season around, don't you think?
I do. I think that the Bison are coming in off of a huge 51-7 victory. They're 4-1 now. A lot of momentum going. We're the third Southwestern team. They just played.
I saw that. How'd that work
in
out?
Georgetown, Texas, in that big 51-7 win, and they had a great outing. I don't anticipate they're going to let down coming into Lumpkin Stadium tonight.
The all-time series is not long. They played one time. Last year, SAGU won that game 21-10 up in Shawnee, Oklahoma. And we'll have a complete preview in just a minute of the whole game. But first, let's take you down to the field for a field report. Down to the field, waiting for us here is Adam Ferguson. Adam, take it away.
Thanks, Rob. I'm down here at Lumpkin Stadium, and it's a beautiful day. It's about 72 degrees, but it feels like it's about 80, so a little bit warmer. A breeze just picked up. It's blowing from the top of your screen to the bottom of your screen. But it's a beautiful day here for some football. I talked to some players before the game, and they think OBU being 4-1 and leading the conference, that this is a game that they absolutely can win. Spirits are high as they try to get their first win on the season. So we look for a good football game here between SAGU and OBU. Back to you, Rob.
It's going to be a great game, a great afternoon. It's sunny, bright, not too much wind. It's going to be a fun time here at Lumpkin Stadium. Look at some three keys to the game now for the Lions. Let's begin number one, and we'll call it blockade the Bison's running attack. OBU's averaged 282 yards a game. SAGU gives up 219 a game. You do not want to give a team that runs that well, that averages 48 points a game, the chance to control the clock and the tempo. Number two, get the pigskin. You see him right there to your playmakers. That's Dylan Moore and Jeremy McDonald. They are proven receivers who can catch yards and go after the catch. Plus, you toss in a big guy like Caleb Shelley, and quarterback Collins does not have to go deep all the time to get the ball in the air. find him in the soft spots in the secondary and let things happen. Number 3, run, Ricky, run. Freshman running back Ricky Bickham made the most of his chances last week. Had some of the best runs all night, John, of the whole season, really, for the Lions. He had an explosive 56-yarder right up the gut last week. He's got 1 rush for a touchdown, 1 reception for a touchdown. In fact, in 2 games played, he's averaging 11 yards a rush, 3 receptions, 53 yards. That's a small sample size, John, but you cannot ignore those numbers from Ricky Bickham.
That's right, and that's a tough 3 right there for the SAGU Lions. I think if they can make those things happen, they probably will come out on top. But I've got 3 keys for the Bison.
Let's hear it.
And that's that defensive line, that really strong defensive line. Keep pushing back on the offensive line. We got a big offensive line here in Waxahachie with the SAGU Lions. But OBU ranks 13th in the nation with sacks. Number 2, they got to get the pigskin. Stick with the picks.
Right. 12 interceptions already in the season. That's more than 2 a game.
And number 3 is let Blake be Blake.
He's a stud.
Quarterback Blake Woodard was named CSFL Offensive Player of the Week with 185 yards passing and 3 TDs, 82 yards rushing and 1 TD previously. Had the longest play, which is an 80-yard TD play. The longest run is a 54-yard TD rush. That puts OBU in a really strong stance to get a win
And
today.
those plays came back-to-back. It was 80-yard touchdown pass. Next time he touched the ball, he ran for 54 yards. So he was like in fuego, as they say around here.
Right.
Last year's matchup against OBU, against SAGU won 21-10. SAGU was down 10-0 early on, then had 21 straight points, 14 in the fourth quarter. Forced 2 turnovers. Van Kempen, Howarth had some fumble recoveries. The OBU, though, kept Golson under. This is amazing. Golson is a great offensive player, under 150 yards for the entire game. That's unheard of for an All-American quarterback. So the Bison can really, like you said earlier, can play some Series D. Golson did have 2 touchdown passes to Dylan Moore, Caleb Shelley. James Hopkins had a touchdown. So here's what the win was last year. It was special. It improved the Lions to 2-2 against the Bison. It was the first, it would be 4 CSFL wins. It really kind of set the sails straight, which would be a great season, a 6-4 first ever winning season for the Lions. So let's hope today they can do the same thing against these OBU Bison.
I believe they have the talent on the field to do that, and it's the turnovers that have been killing us. So if we can eliminate turnovers, I don't see that there's a real reason why the Lions couldn't get a good win today. But OBU is tough. They're very, very tough. And I would say if we get a win today, it's going to be quite a underdog.
Oh, it's a big one. I was talking, though, to Eric Smith, who had a bit of an injury last week during the campus week, and that he seems so upbeat, excited. They don't feel like they're an 0-3 team. They're really, hungry to get back out there and get a win. So the Lions will be giving OBU a match for their money today. I think we're standing by now with Adam Ferguson, who was down there with Jeff Allen. We'll check back in just a minute with him. So let's go to a quick commercial break. Then we'll be back with defensive coordinator Jeff Allen right here in pregame show. You're watching SAGU Sports Network. Stay with us.
Have you given any thought to finishing your college degree? Or work, family, or church commitments convinced you that will never happen? Well, did you know every day others like you are discovering the satisfaction of completing their degree online? And they're doing it through SAGU.
The screen. Three. And it's second down and 7 to go for the Bison. Back to pass. It's Blake. Open the middle. Got a man open. Just overthrew him. Just out of the outstretched hands of number 15 for OBU. That's Derek Sorowski. That'll bring up 3rd down and 7. There's a flag on that play. Could be holding. Wait and see what the call is. The Lions got him pinned deep. A great kickoff. Ball kind of fumbled around there, and the Bison unable to do much with it. So they're kind of stacked up inside the 5. Well, they may move it forward now. It could be up against the Lions. Now they're just going to pick it up. It's going to be 3rd down from the 7. And Woodard under center. Where's number 18? Back now in the shotgun. Moves back. Got trips right. Throws left. Pass caught to Sorowski down to the 15. Plows his way past the 20. He's got a 1st down for the Bison. Ball marked at the 22-yard line. Tackle on the play by Garrison Locking. First and 10. The Bisons, at least out of their own end zone. It's Woodard, sends a man in motion. 2 running back set, and a handoff left side. Down to the 25-yard line. Tackle by Ethan Eastwood. He's had a great season so far. Where's number 50? We'll be calling his name a lot today for the Lions. 2nd down from the 25-yard line. First possession of the game for OBU. 4-1 in the season. Looking to improve to 5-1 against these Lions. Looking to take some revenge from last year's loss. Pitch back. Cut up the middle. Still on his feet. Down to the 40-yard line. What a run by Preston Walker. Tackle on the play by Jeff Howarth. Another 1st down for the Bison. Here comes Woodard. He's one of the top quarterbacks in the NAIA. Handoff up the middle. Near midfield. Got all kind of room. He could go. No one's going to catch him. Touchdown, Bison. It's Dawson Myers, the junior running back from Cushing, Oklahoma, gives the Bison a quick 6-0 cushion. What a run from Jordan. A 60-yard run. Bison up early. Wow. PAT coming. The Bison strike fast, and the kick is good, and it's 7-0 Bison on a great run up the middle from Dawson Myers. He actually starts second behind Jordan Barnes. Myers, 5'11", 185-pounder, a transfer from Northeastern Oklahoma A&M, puts the Bison up early. Here it is again. Nice clear off the tackle off the left side, and he is gone. No one's going to catch him. He just outruns the secondary. And Myers makes the most of his opportunity. Lions down quick. Just 2 minutes into the game, find themselves down 7-0. Bison, they average almost 300 yards a game rushing, and they've just put about, I think most of those 95 yards were on the ground on that entire drive. And we'll see if head coach Jesse Godding and his offense, led by freshman quarterback C.J. Collins, can respond. They'll need to. Again, OBU won this game, or lost this game last year, 21-10. That's definitely on their minds up in Shawnee, Oklahoma. Kicking off for OBU will be Trey Tooley. He's also the punter. Does it all for the Bison. Fielded by McDonald inside the end zone. He'll take a knee. And we'll see the offense for the first time, led by quarterback C.J. Collins. A look for Ricky Bickham to get some playing time. Now, we talked about the triple threat last week with Eric Smith and Troy Griffin, James Hopkins, but it really was Ricky Bickham who really kind of stole the show. In fact, of the 4 leading rushers, Smith, Hopkins, Griffin, and Beckham, they all are within 44 yards of each other. The leaders, Smith 132, Beckham 88, so Hopkins and Griffin in between. First down from the 25-yard line, and there's some movement on the line, and they're going to move the Lions back, the 25 back to the 20. And joining us now in the broadcast booth is John Cookman. Boy, John, the Bison just marched right down on a big run at the end there and really kind of put the hurt on the Lions early.
Well, that's what they do. They strike early in the game. They have a very offensive game and very powerful. No big surprise. Hopefully we can figure out how to contain
Collins back to pass. He's got a man open, and Dylan Moore just dropped it. Turned to run before he was able to secure the ball. And very uncharacteristic drop from Dylan Moore, the senior.
That is uncharacteristic, Rob. Dylan has sure hands, probably the most sure hands on the team. Caleb Shelley as well. But usually when those targets are picked, it actually works out.
Collins, hands off up the middle with running room. Nearly dragged to the 30, down to 35 is Troy Smith, and that's close to a Lions first down. Nice pickup.
Troy Griffin.
I checked that Griffin. I was thinking Eric Smith. Eric Smith, I think, may be out today, but Troy Griffin with a great pickup, the senior.
Great run by Troy. He does run north-south very well, finds the holes in the tackles, and moves very well.
It is a first down. And they'll call his number again as he squirts through the line down to the 43-yard line.
Well, the offensive line is really showing some great strength here against that fearsome front of the OBU defense, and that's a good thing to see. Maybe we can establish a ground game.
2nd and 4, Collins. And this time it's, well, Griffin tripped up and tried to escape and maybe got a half a yard out of it. Nowhere to go that time as the defense, like you said, just clogged up the middle. Tackle on the play by Nelson Medieros. Like that Spanish accent? Medieros. You like that? Medieros. I knew you'd like that.
That was fantastic.
He's a junior out of Edmond, Oklahoma. They bring up 3rd and 5. Passing down situation for Collins. Looks left, pass complete, and then driven back.
Looks like to be a first down.
I think he got it, though, John. I think you're right.
It's a first down. Ball gets marked right where the catch is made. If there's no forward progress, it will stay there.
Tackle on the play by Nick Shegog for the Bison. So the ball near midfield. The Lions just trying to answer with a first strike of their own in their first possession of the game. 2 running back set. Collins handoff up the middle again. This time it's number 4.
James Hopkins.
Hopkins on the carry as he hops his way into Bison territory.
James Hopkins is a great running talent, especially north-south. He can run right at you, and he will run you over if he puts his head down and gets the leverage. He's very, very strong.
Gage Wimmer on the tackle for the Bison. And 2nd and 5. Let's see what the Lions do. And it's a counter play left side. Troy Griffin, maybe a couple.
Got a couple. It looked like the defensive line figured that out. There was no sales job in the backfield, just coming straight at them off the tackle.
Tyler Day on the tackle for OBU. He's a sophomore from Ardmore, Oklahoma. And the Lions face a 3rd and 3. Well, you could run or pass on a down like this, and there's going to be...
Looks like a broken play.
It could be a free play. Well, they're going to actually whistle it dead. And I think it may... The Lions are clapping, so it may have been an infraction against the Bisons. Offsides looks to be the call, and that's going to give the Lions a 1st down at the 40-yard line. As the fans are piling into Lumpkin Stadium, as they want to see the Lions get win number 1, and like we said in pregame, really turn this whole season around. This would be a big win because, in a sense, John, you have a clean slate. It's game 1 of the CSFL conference play, league play, and now here is a run around the outside with some running room. Cuts back up to the 25. It's Hopkins. Nice run as he followed 2 blockers and just went barreling into Bison territory. Tackle on the play by number 28, Jalen Garrett. And another Lions 1st down. They are on the march. In fact, they may almost be into field goal territory. 9:18 and clicking remaining in the 1st quarter. It's going to be Ricky Beckham down inside the 19-yard line, down to the 18-yard line. He had a big game last week, and he's getting some early calls early in this 1st quarter. Tackle on the play by Jalen Garrett again. And another 1st down for the Lions. So that they could actually get another 1st down. If they get the ball inside the 4-yard line, they could pick up another set of downs. 2 receivers set wide left, and the call goes to Hopkins as he barrels forward for a couple. Levi Jennings on the tackle out of Southmore High School, Oklahoma City area. Bring up 2nd down and about, we'll call it 6. McDonald, number 1, the top of your screen. Vanique Benton, number 3. He went to high school here at Wateja High School. But the call is up the middle. It's Hopkins again, and he's tripped forward, maybe a gain of 1. Tackle on the play, Bryson Beadle.
Tackle by Boston Beadle.
One of the defensive leaders for the Bison this year. In fact, he's got 15 tackles on the season already for head coach Chris Jensen. Bring up 3rd down and 8. In the shotgun, Collins looks left, throws left. He's got a man. Pass complete and trying to drag himself into the end zone, but he's pushed back. But it's going to be good enough for another 1st down. It's between the 4-yard line and the end zone. They're going to mark it around the 2-yard line. Pass complete. I believe that was to Dylan Moore. And the Lions really having their way on offense. That brings up
Elijah Wright on the carry, 2nd down.
Nelson Medeiros. Second down and 2. Direct snap to Troy Griffin. Touchdown, Lions! Troy Griffin pounds it through. And PAT pending will be tied at 7. Troy Griffin, the senior, makes the Lions fans happy. And the PAT coming from Chris Deeren could tie it up. How about that run, John, by Troy Griffin right up the middle? Direct snap.
Troy Griffin is amazing with his feet, running really hard in this first series for the Lions, and we got a tie ball game, Rob.
And you hear the band fired up as well.
Sports balls being tossed around this afternoon are sponsored by the Assemblies of God Credit Union. Here to serve all your financial needs.
Boy, you got to like that. You get scored on, almost insulted on the first possession, and yet, John, they come right back on offense and just answer the bell.
Well, I wouldn't say they got insulted.
Well, the big run, the 60-yard run up the middle was insulting.
That's a big play, and yes, it was unfortunate for the
And-
Lions,
okay,
but
we'll go
very
unfortunate.
fortunate for OBU. And that's what this game's about. That's why you play it. There are going to be some big plays. OBU may come back with a big play, but as long as you can answer it, you've got a tie ball game, right?
6.5-minute drive from the Lions, and we're tied here at Lumpkin Stadium. Lions hungry for win number 1. Meanwhile, Chris Jensen.
Pooch
Now,
kick.
here's a pooch kick, and it's going to be taken at the 27, fielded by the Bison, and there is some running room now, finally dragged down and aware on the play. Jacob Cheatham for the Bison. Tackling the play by Mohamed Manasre. Why would they
Affectionately
pooch
known
kick that?
as- well, maybe try to create a little something. I actually like the call. Coach Gotti is showing a little trust in his defense to come back out and respond to the as you say, the embarrassing play.
2 running backs in motion. Play up the middle. It was an option, and quarterback hands it off to running back outside, and that's going to be Dawson Myers, who just scored a moment ago, but there is a penalty on the play.
Well, Dawson Myers is very quick on the edges, as you can see. Once he gained momentum, it was hard to track him down, and that could be very dangerous. It is coming back.
Chris Jensen, head coach, cannot be happy with that penalty off of a great run from Myers the other way. It's just his second season coaching the Bison. Went 3-8 in year number 1, and he has turned it around in a hurry, already at 4-1, heading into halfway point of his season number 2 at OBU. Back to pass, it's Blake. He's got a man.
A little deep.
And picked off, intercepted Lions near midfield. And that is Carl Morgan on the pick.
If you see this in the replay, you'll see Carl actually look back to see where the ball is, which is kind of a no-no when you're playing corner. You want to stay as close to your guy, but good thing he did because he saw the pass was going to be overthrown, but short of where he was. He circled back and read that perfectly.
So now the Lions with the ball near midfield, a chance to take the lead off a timely interception. Blake Woodard had a man open. It wasn't wide open. He overthrew his intended receiver. Like I said, Morgan there to pick it off. Now it's Collins back to pass. Pass caught
Screen.
Underneath to Troy Griffin, still on his feet, twists and turns down close to the first down marker.
8-yard play.
Pass completed to Troy Griffin.
That big offensive line stayed in front of him well, blocked really well. If you could get 8 out of every screen play, I think you'd take it every time.
Gage Weimer on the tackle for the Bison. Lions looking good early. Griffin looking healthy. Collins looking confident. Defense playing well in that second series with a pick. Now up the middle, why not run it? But that time it does not work. As pounding through the middle, it's Gage Weimer again. 2 consecutive tackles. He's got things figured out up the middle.
Well, he's a big presence there in the middle and a very formidable foe for the offensive line of the SAGU Lions.
Okay, John, 3rd and 3. You're near midfield. You're going to give it to Griffin again. You're going to try to do maybe a short pass over to maybe Dylan Moore. Maybe try to catch McDonald on a seam route. What do you do in 3rd and 3 here?
Well, I think this is a perfect spot for a play action, but
And
They're going to
well,
go, yep.
he ran up the middle. He could have pulled back. He didn't. That kind of play could almost be an option read. Probably not because it was up the middle, but either way, it's going to be real close to a first down. Tyler Day on the tackle for the Bison, and I think they may call for a measurement. They are going to call for a measurement.
Ref time, calling for a measurement. We'll see. You mentioned the read option there. When you have a freshman quarterback like CJ has proven himself to be a good quarterback. He's a very accurate passer and has a lot of skills. But I think you need to let a freshman grow before he starts to make decisions on the read option. But that was a good call.
In time, he may have a chance. You know, Reed Golson ran the read option for 2.5 years for the Lions with great success, and I think it's something Godding likes to do. But you're right, maybe a year where he just, plays standard Collins, and then maybe next year we see some more of the read option.
Well, Reed Golson, he had the legs to be able to do it, and he wasn't quite as tall and maybe lanky, and I use that term lanky in a very affirmative way, but it is first down. But CJ, he stands back in the pocket, and he's a passer. So you get that play action type play. So it could have gone either way there. They did end up handing it off to Troy, and he really fought for those yards, knew where he had to go, and worked very hard to get there.
Collins in the pistol. He'll keep it himself, rolls right, throws right, pass complete to Tyler Jenkins down to the 31-yard line. Tackle by Jalen Garrett. How about Jenkins with the catch and turn, got up speed quick.
And this is this is a future. You look at this play, this is the future of SAGU Lion football. You're going to see a lot of CJ rolling out to the sides. That offensive line formed a great moving pocket.
They're going to call a penalty, though, a big one, a 10-yard penalty. I'm not sure we
like
caught
a
what it
hold.
was. Could have been a hold. Wow, that's going to back the Lions up to the 47-yard line. 1st and 20 now.
But that play was executed with precision, and that's good to see.
Some movement. Both linemen pointed at the other lineman, saying it was him, not me. And
Was that
the
Selski?
Lions may get some back. They are going to get some yards back.
Ah.
They'll get half of it back.
It looked like Paul Selski won the blame game there. I saw him pointing. They were both pointing at each other.
Now 1st and 15, Collins. Handoff up the middle to who else? He's been hot. Troy Griffin. Down to the 39-yard line. Tackle on the play by Levi Jennings. He's a sophomore out of Oklahoma City. Troy Griffin getting a lot of touches early on, John. I think with Eric Smith not being available today, you'll see a lot more Troy, and you'll see some of James, and don't forget Ricky. He's letting folks know he's here to play. Dylan Moore, top of your screen, wide left. It's going to be up the middle. Now around the outside, it's Griffin as he's pounded down at the 32-yard line.
Well, Troy has earned that reputation to be a go-to guy. He really puts his head down and runs hard, and he's going to get you yards. Even when they get stacked up, he's going to get you 1 or 2 yards every time.
Tyler Day on the tackle. 3rd and 5 as we are now under 3 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Lions 7, Bison 7. Both teams scored on their first possession. Bison second possession through an interception, which led to now we're in the Lions second possession. No punch yet. Back to pass. Screen pass complete to Griffin. Still on his feet. Near back to the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 4th down. Now, I'm not sure about the leg strength of Chris Deeren. They're going to mark the ball at the 32. That
Looks like they're going to go for it.
They just might go for it. That would be about a 47-yarder.
Well, if you do not make it and the Bison get the ball, that's actually better field position than the last kick.
I believe in NAI football, the ball is marked at the spot of the kick, not the line of scrimmage. So they'll be giving the Bison 15 yards. They're going to go for it. Here we go, 4th and 5,
Oh.
and a timeout right before the snap. Timeout, Lions.
Maybe Coach Gotti wanted to see if he could pull them off sides
Probably so.
to get that, because they are so close to that first down. 5-yard penalty may indeed get them a first down.
Let's take you down now to the somewhere in the crowd. Adam Ferguson, where are you at? Take it away.
Thanks, Rob. I'm here with the innovator of the SAGU famous fist pump, Dr. Leroy Bartell. Dr. Bartell, what is your favorite part about coming out to the SAGU football? Now, we are only in our second home game. We've gotten to see them for about a quarter now. What's your take on this game and the rest of the season looking forward? Dr. Bartell, back to you, Rob.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Dr. Bartell. One of our most well-respected, honored faculty members on the campus, Southwestern. Comes to every game he can get to. A great, great supporter of all athletics here at Southwestern. Well, we're still here, 4th down and 5. John, do you think they're going to go ahead and punt it out? Or, well, you know what? I don't
Actually,
see a
I
punter.
see CJ on the field, so
Here we go. So
I say they take their chance with a passing game here.
Collins, single setback. Looks like he's trying to draw the Bison off sides. He's going to keep it himself. He's got a
They're
man
going deep.
open.
Got him.
And
Great
defense.
defense.
Defensive play on the edge. Pass
Nick
intended
Shigog.
for Brewster. It was Nick Shigog on the play. Pass intended for
Fantastic
Brewster.
play.
And that'll turn the ball over on downs to OBU. But like you said, the field position, 32-yard line, that's not that bad. If you're the Lions defense, you're okay. You can work with that. Quick snap and run up the middle, good for 3 before he met a host of Lions. It could have been Dyson.
That's a play-action run play.
Yeah.
We saw Kansas City Chiefs run that several times against the New England Patriots.
We won't bring that up. I know you're still sore about that. Tackle on the play by Ethan Eastwood.
Well, I take nothing away from the Chiefs. They played a fantastic game.
And they're going to
It looks like it's coming back, Rob.
it up. I think they are.
Maybe a hold.
Lions will take the extra 5.
Delay of game, 5 yards.
How did that happen? Because the play happened so fast. I missed something.
Well, we can't see the play clock from here, but we have to trust that the referees know what they're talking
I
about.
guess they do. Be 1st down and 15. Two receivers. The top of your screen, it's Blake Woodard from the pistol. Fires to the right, pass complete near the original 1st down marker. Pass complete to Nico Simmons. Tackle on the play by number 16 for the Lions. Carl Morgan just had the pick a few moments ago. Call it 2nd and 9. Woodard. Boy, he almost had another one picked off. Shaquem Taylor, John, was right there.
Shaquem read that very well, cut in
Here
front.
it is again.
Cut in front of the receiver as he saw it, but it was just a little bit too long.
So really a bad pass was a good pass, because if it was any better, it could have been picked off by Shaquem
If it was
Taylor.
actually short, Shaquem would have gotten that.
Absolutely. To bring up 3rd and 9, 3rd and long. Woodard sends a man in motion. 2 set back. He's going to option it, pitch back.
It's a good cutback.
And it's going to be close to the 1st down. A nice, impressive run. Tackle on the play by Broderick Harrell.
Great cutback by Dawson Myers. He sees the field very well and has great lateral movement ability.
I think that was actually Jordan Barnes, and it's going to be tough. One wears 22, one wears 23, but it's Jordan Barnes on the carry. Jordan started the game, but Dawson's got most of the carries.
Well, I take that back. Jordan Barnes has great lateral movement.
Jordan again on the play, and he'll
Moves it forward.
push the chains forward. First down near midfield. Bison continue their march. Tackle.
Great offensive response by the Bison to be penalized on the first down and actually have a bad errant throw on the second down.
Woodard hands it off up the middle. It's once again
Barnes.
going to be Barnes. Tackle on the play by Jeff Howarth, the senior out of Dallas.
There was, as they would say, a hole that you could drive a Mack truck through. That offensive line did a great job separating the defense.
And that's the end of the first quarter. You hear the horn. Lions 7, Bison 7. We'll take a quick break here in the SAGU Sports Network. Lions playing tough, looking for win number 1 here at Lumpkins. We'll be right back after these messages. We are back to live action here as quarter number 2 is underway. Teams flip sides. 48-48, only a 4-yard turnaround. Pass up the middle, and
Great catch.
reception somehow hauled in.
Could be coming back, though.
It's Eric Delay, but it might be coming back. You're right. There was a flag before the ball was even fully caught. Look at that. 1, 2, juggled it 3 times before he hauled it in. We'll see if it stands. If not, it's a 48-yard touchdown. Eric Delay.
What an amazing catch. 3, maybe 4 tips.
It's against the Bison, so the Lions dodge a bullet. However, wait a minute. Now they're saying offsetting penalties, so, well, that still negates the play. So we'll just kind of reset it again, but does not take anything away from here. Here's the replay again. We see it again. What a catch from Eric Delay, the sophomore out of Cleveland, Oklahoma. Great vision to keep his eye on that ball as the ball was really overthrown, and Woodward just kind of stopped it, or I should say Delay stopped it from going over into the ground. Now here is a rush around the outside. This time it's Dawson Myers on the run, pickup of a couple. Ethan Eastwood on the tackle. What I'm saying is that Delay just was able to stop the ball from heading to the ground, just to stop its momentum, and then just kind of ran with it so he was able to tip it to himself. Wow. He'll bring up second. I guess they got to give him a first down, John. It's 1st and 10 now. They did make it. Screen pass. Caught near the 45. Follow some blockers. It's Nyko Simmons.
Was that actually a first down, or was it just do the down over?
I think they did make the first down on that short running play before. Tackled by Mason Guidry, defensive end, a freshman out of Cisco High School. Second and 3 from the 38-yard line. Blake Woodard back to pass. Sets his feet up high over the middle. Pass intended for Eric Delay, and about 3 Lions were all right there with him, and that window was just too tight, John.
Yeah, it was, and but Eric Delay did have the defender on his backside and really had a shot to make that catch. I think that the coach will probably tell him, hey man, next time bring that back in, because that hit your hands.
Carl Morgan batted that one away. Nice defense from Morgan. He's had a great game so far, John. Carl Morgan playing well for the Lions. Woodward. Pass complete in the 38-yard line to one of his running backs. Byron.
That's going to be close, Rob.
Gutierrez.
Looks like they're going to spot it just a hair short. They may call for a measurement.
Trevor Van Kempen on the tackle.
That is very close. If I'm the other coach, did they call it a first down?
They did. They are moving the chains.
Wow. Either way, either coach should call for a measurement there.
Woodard. Handoff up the middle. It's going to be Dyson or Jordan Barnes again. Check that, Jordan Barnes out of Van Alstyne, Texas.
Jordan Barnes on the
Gain of 6.
Jordan Barnes moving it right up the gut for 5 yards. That is tough, Rob.
Zach Jackson on the stop. And it's Jordan again as he's wrapped up by Jeff Howarth. Nice tackle
Jordan Barnes on the
coming
carry.
from the outside linebacker position.
Jeff Howard.
Howarth just snuffed that one out.
Well, the Bison's offensive line is having their way, creating holes. That actually looked to be almost a broken play because Jordan didn't get in the backfield till late.
Let's see if the Lions blitz
Here he comes. Well, that looks like a design play, actually.
What a great
Big
block
stop.
by number 46, Connor Kinsey. What a great block from the tight end to free up the running back.
Could be a first down, though, Rob.
Look at this play again. Look at that great block, the seal block from 46, middle of your screen. Sprung him.
Actually, let's see where this gets spot. He's
Howarth.
standing on the line.
Yeah.
That might be a generous spot.
Howarth on the tackle again. As it's the Barnes and Myers show. Both running backs, 22 and 23, getting a lot of healthy chunks at it. And, well, it's still listed as 3rd and 1. Like you said, we'll wait to see if they're
Maybe
going
a
to win them a
measurement.
first down. Here comes the measurement.
Well, if it's on the line, it looks like it's going to be a first down. I would have said the other one was closer to measure than this, but we'll see.
Look at that. I think he's going to be short by about 6 to
My,
7
my,
inches.
my. I guess that's why they actually do the measurement.
But it's just 3rd down, so no real danger for the Bison as they are into Lions field goal territory, 25-yard line. They'll look to punch this through and just keep the drive alive. Be sure to like us and follow us on all of our social media sites, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube channel, all the latest stats, scores, information, everything you want to know as a parent, grandparent, or sibling, or family, or friend of the campus on all those social media sites. All right, John, 3rd and 1, 3rd and about 4 or 5 inches. Quarterback sneak here. He's under center. Oh, check it. It's fourth down. It's going to be 4th. I stand corrected.
4th and
Scoreboard's
1.
wrong. It's 4th down. And it's going to be Barnes. Jordan Barnes converts.
And go to the well, Rob. Jordan Barnes has been north-south all day long.
And that's the 3rd straight tackle for number 33, Jeff Howarth. A busy day for Jeff.
True, but the Lions still haven't proven that they can stop anything behind the line of scrimmage.
Trips left. Handoff up the middle. Around the weak side, it's Jordan Barnes again. Tackle by Eastwood on the play. Under 11:30 remaining, 2nd quarter. Tied up at 7-all. But the Bison on the march. Lions with a quarterback blitz around the outside, and the cornerback, I think that was, it is Promise Jackson on the blitz, able to wrap up the running back.
Almost overran him.
Sure did. There it is again.
Tackled by Zach Jackson.
Nice play by Promise. Freshman out of Midlothian High School, my hometown. Good to see him playing well here in the college level now. 3rd and 3 from the 17 in the pistol. He'll keep it himself. Blake Woodard scrambles down to the 5-yard line and gives the Bison another first down. Tackle on the play by Garrison Locking. Now that's a play John, was that a design play, you think, or did he, was that, one of those read options?
No, that was absolutely
Blake.
designed. They're seeing that the holes are being created right there off tackle, and they're just going to exploit that as long as they can.
6-yard line. Jumping up over the pile is the Bison running back. I think that's actually number 29 for the Bison. That's Byron Gutierrez. And it's Howarth again on the tackle. It'll be 2nd down. Check that now, down to the 3-yard line. Woodard in the pistol, hands it off. I think that's Barnes again, and ripped down to the ground. I believe that's Ethan Eastwood on the tackle. No, check that. That is Promise Jackson. Safety slipped in. That'll bring up 3rd and 1 from the 1. 3rd and goal to goal, John. Jordan Barnes, or could it be Dawson Myers? Could it be a keeper by Woodard? Probably not. He's in the shotgun, or maybe a short pass. It's going to be Jordan Barnes, and he is not going to make it.
He got it.
I don't think he did. They're not signaling it yet. They are not signaling a touchdown. They're going to say he did not make it. He's at the half-yard line. Tackle on the play. Credit.
Let's look at the
Matt
replay.
Leiter. Matt Leiter said, I don't think so.
I believe if they had the ability to review
to look at our replay
they
on
would
the
say
SAGU Sports
that's a
Network, they
touchdown.
would overturn it. Here it is, though, 4th and 1. The crowd on their feet. And he didn't make it. He didn't make it.
Early.
Are you kidding me? The Lions hold. I love it. And the stop was who else? Jeff Howarth is on fire.
Well, Jeff Howarth is one of those mad dogs.
Here it is again.
He's very scrappy.
Look at this. Jeff Howarth just pounds through the pile and waiting for him.
Got through very easily, wrapped him up, hit him really good in the legs, and stopped that forward momentum. Jeff Howarth, I think.
Howarth, did he do that?
Haha.
The transfer from Northwest Oklahoma State.
I would say he's Mad Dog Howarth. You give Howarth a mission and he carries it out. He's very good in that box, reading run plays.
220-pound linebacker, a senior with a head full of steam, gives the Lions the ball back. It'll be Collins in the end zone. Pass complete to Dylan Moore near the 10. He's pulled out of bounds at the 12. The Lions quickly out of trouble. Tackle on the play by Nick Shegog.
That's an extremely important play right there, Rob, because they're deep in a shotgun formation. They're deep into the end zone, and you have a freshman quarterback. The odds can go against you there.
Collins, hand off. All kinds of
Troy.
running room. It's Griffin.
Troy
Hey,
Griffin.
He's still on his feet, John. Down to the 35-yard line. Wow. Troy Griffin with a head full of steam would not be denied. Here it is again as he squirts through the line. Great blocking up the middle. Then he just does what he does.
And it looks like Shahada Otberry
Keep
will
moving
get
them
credit
legs.
for the tackle, or that was going to be 6, Rob.
Ball at the 35-yard line. Why not? I think it's Griffin again, and he picks up a few more.
Shahada Artberry on the tackle again. He's fired up. He just saved a touchdown, and I think he realizes it. Still pumped up from that last play, and wraps Troy up again.
Boy, head coach Chris Jensen's got to be wondering what's going on here. He drives the ball clear down to maybe the 1/3 foot yard line. I mean, it was right there. Denied, and now the Lions marching right back, spinning around now. Collins rolls right. He may keep it himself. He will, and he runs right past the first down marker. Great heads-up play from the freshman.
It was a great heads-up play. Not trying to force anything with the pass. Realized he had an open territory in the flats, and just took advantage of it. Looked like he actually built up a little steam there, and it was surprising. It wasn't extremely quick, but very fast.
Avoided the hit as well. And now we'll
Getting new play in from the
I was
sideline.
gonna say, they're going to change the play up, possibly. It's a time to go deep, maybe a play action fake. Pass up the middle. Dylan Moore, the senior, into
4-10.
Bison's territory. Tackle on the play by Jalen Garrett. Dylan Moore getting all kinds of attention.
Well, when you got sure hands like Dylan Moore, you can only expect the passes to go his way.
Denton Geyer, high school product, gives the Lions the ball at the 44-yard line. 6:41 remaining in the second quarter. And this time it's Ricky Bickham, and he is brought down for a loss. They were waiting for him. Tackle on the play by, check that, I think that was Christian Edmonds. Yeah, Edmonds on the tackle. Bickham had a great game last week.
Yeah, he did. His reputation is now preceding him,
Yeah.
and I'm sure they scouted for him and knew that when he came into the game, this was a sure thing.
Well, yeah, they probably knew he was going to get the ball because he'd not been in the game really at all until this point. I'd bring up 2nd and 12, loss of 2. Collins, short pass in the flat, outside caught, still on his feet, down to the 35-yard line. I think that's Brewster. We'll check and see. I think that was Andres Brewster. Tackle on the play by Clint Wilson.
Well, if you're Frank Tristan, you gotta love seeing that aggressive play by Brewster to try to get the extra yards after contact.
Jalen Garrett checked out in the tackle. Bring up 3rd and 2, a gain of 10. Lions tight formation, running play. Hopkins got all kinds of room, still on his feet. Stiff arms a man, 15, 10, 5. What a run by Hopkins.
Huge run by Hopkins. As you saw his strength, he has a tremendous upper body strength. He sticks out his left arm to hold off the defender coming up
Almost
right
tripped
here.
right there.
Keeps him out of the play. Now he says it's a foot race. And it's a great tackle by number 28.
1st and goal to go on the 5. The Lions looking to take their first lead of the game. 5 minutes and change left from the pistol. It's Collins, handoff. Left side run, left tackle, maybe back to the line of scrimmage. And that's Hopkins on the run and Gage Weimer on the tackle. No gain on the play.
I think Hopkins has got to learn to stay behind his blockers. He was so amped up, he was trying to push out in front of his blockers. If he would have stuttered step there and stayed right behind the big guys, he would have gotten about 3 or 4 more.
Wait for them, let them do their work. Rolling out right, Collins throws back against the grain over everybody. That'll bring up 3rd and 5.
That was actually a great heads-up play by CJ to throw that deep in the end zone, and at least it would have to be a jump ball and a spectacular catch.
I'm going to call right now a jump ball. One just checked in, Jeremy McDonald, the senior. Look for him for a little jump ball on the left side. I think they're probably going to cross over. Moore will probably go right, McDonald left. Look for a little jump ball action to McDonald in the left corner.
Oh.
Well, instead, Collins chose to go for Moore, who did cut into the right as I thought he would.
And that was a great play by Nick Shegog. A bump off the line and then hands up, tipping the ball. It looked like he might have tipped the ball and really kept that out of play.
This will be Chad Darren's first field goal if he makes it of the season. 12-yard line. Mark it at the 12. Make a 22-yard field goal. And he puts it through. Darren gives the Lions a 10-7 lead with 4:14 left in the second quarter.
Well, I know Coach Gotting would have liked to get the 7 out of that play because they milked a lot of time off of the clock. And it's good to have the time of possession go your way. But 3 is not too bad. Puts them in the lead. and you hold your head up and play some defense here for the rest of the quarter.
Yeah, we've not seen yet all day. A punt. No punts. An interception. 2 times the ball turnover on downs.
Well, and the Lions have a great punter. He can really move the ball, but I don't think we'll see that until they get on the wrong side of the 50.
As you see, every team in the CSFL is 0-0, but today things will change. You'll have half those teams that are 1-0, and the other half, well, I guess there's 7 or 8, will be 0-1. The Lions look to have the early jump and grab first place. Another pooch kick from Deeren, taken at the 22-yard line by the up man, and he's tripped up near the 35-yard line. Tackle on the play by Deontay Morrison, who's had a great season so far. 11 tackles a few weeks ago against HPU. Deontay Morrison has got 15 in the year. 6 of those were assists, 9 solo.
Well, one of the strategies
check that, 15 solo, 6 assists.
For guiding and special teams, kicking the ball up high and short, keep the ball out of the runner's hands. They've been producing some long run backs from the kickoffs.
Jordan Barnes.
I think he's just playing it safe.
Ethan Eastwood on the stop. Under 4 minutes remaining. If you're the Bison, you want to try to at least knot the score at 10 apiece before you go into halftime. But boy, if you're Coach Jesse Godding, you got to be happy. And that ball, well, look at this play. That ball was nearly fumbled on the snap and the pass, and then the Lions were just waiting for it. And no gain on the play, maybe a loss of a couple. Tackle on the play by Kirk White. Ball at the 40 clock, still running, 3:25 and counting. Bison get the play in from the sideline.
I think that was Turner Kuhn with a end-around handoff.
It didn't go very well. Now he'll keep it himself, does Woodward. Woodward plows down near the first down marker, and they're going to move the chains. He easily made the first down. Again, it's Eastwood on the stop.
Stop by Ethan Eastwood, first down.
Well, if you're the Bison, you want to at least try to put 3 back on the board and knot things up here.
It looks like Woodard is taking the game or the bull by the horns here and taking the game into his own hands.
Back to pass. Picked off!
Very short pass.
That's not a good throw at all. And picked off by Mohamed Mansoure.
Mohamed Mansoure, affectionately called Momo.
Momo says no, and gives the ball back to the Lions. 2 interceptions. Now that's going to be interception number 7 on the year. He had 5 coming into the game. Blake Woodard, he passed for almost 900 yards, but he can really cough it up as well in the air. A 55% completion rate. Now 7 picks in the season, and really gives the ball back to the Lions, John, in good field position, 48-yard line, plenty of time on the clock.
Well, it's only good field position if the offense can actually make something of it, and we will see here.
Back to pass. Collins in trouble. Spins left, rolls left. He's in the open now. He's going to have to keep it himself. He looked downfield looking for Tyler Jenkins. But good defense by the secondary, and so Collins just kept it himself.
Great heads-up play by Collins. As a freshman, I don't know. You hope he makes the right decision there, but we've seen a lot of freshmen try to force it. Like Collins said, I might get 1 or 2 out of it. We're not going backwards, and runs out of bounds. Very heads-up play.
Pick up a 1. 2nd and 9. Clock nearing 2:30 and running. Jenkins and Brewster. Top of your screen. Handoff up the middle to Griffin. Griffin still on his feet, churning down past the 30 to the 28-yard line. Troy Griffin.
Well, these Lion running backs are saying they will not be denied. And there's a twosome in the backfield for the Lions between Hopkins and Griffin. And this is a great exposition of running between both OBU and the SAGU Lions.
Hopkins and Griffin shadow Collins, and the handoff is to Hopkins. He gets another couple. That'll bring up 2nd down and about 8. Tackle on the play by Brendan Pitzer. Pitzer out of Edmond
Looks
North
like we
High
have a
School.
Lion down.
Looks to be one of the linemen, the offensive linemen for the Lions. Could be Adams or Selski.
It's not Selski.
Maybe Grimes or Griffin. It's got to be one of those 4. I can't tell from this point who it is. Maybe we can catch on the replay who it is that went down. Well, we know it's not Grimes. He wears number 75. Well, players are taking a knee as we wait to see how the player is being treated. The Lions looking to add to that 3-point lead. As you see some of the games coming up on the SAGU Sports Network. Next week, we're right back at you at 2 p.m., John. It's Wayland Baptist in town. Then the Roos from Austin College on the 18th.
Homecoming.
That's right. It's going to be a big, big Saturday on the October 18th. Off 3 weeks on the road, then back to close things out against Texas College on November 15th right here at Lumpkin Stadium.
Well, it should be an exciting homecoming game against Austin College. They've been probably SAGU's biggest rival over the years, and have always played tough heads-up games.
And it's Rogelio Adams walks up and off the field under his own power. With that game against Austin, if the Lions able to win this game and then beat Wayland Baptist next week, then Austin game becomes real important because it could even the record at 3-3 and really just put them on the right trajectory to have their 2nd consecutive winning season.
Actually, that's Darius Griffin. Looked like he had jammed
Oh, it
his
was
knee
Griffin.
up.
I checked. You're right. I'm sorry, John. It was Griffin.
He's
Wow.
shaking it off. Pure speculation, but it could have been something in his knee.
2nd and 8. Hopkins and Griffin near Collins. It's going to be Griffin around the left side. There's a sweep down the 25, turns upfield, drags 2 defenders down inside the 15.
Big
Griffin
play.
getting all kinds of action and producing for Coach Jesse Gotting.
So this series, it looks like the Lions are trying to run stretch and sweep plays, trying to
Extend the defense.
use the open area that's not really in play.
Tyler Day on the tackle. And it's 1st down again here. If you'll look at the marker, the Lions could pick up another 1st down if they get inside the 4-yard line. So we'll see what they can do with 1:37 left. Collins back to pass, rolls right, looking for Jenkins. May keep it himself. He will, and skips forward to the 7-yard line. Saw Jenkins in the right corner, but just wasn't quite open enough to pull the trigger. And again, I go back to what you said, John, the poise, the decision-making on the run by CJ just to prevent a potential, silly play like a turnover in the end zone.
I know, great decision-making by CJ, which Coach Gotti has to be tickled to death.
Lions will stack the right side, and they'll counter back with Griffin, and Griffin may have gotten in down to the 1. Maybe he's in. No, they're going to call him just short as they stack the right side because the play was at the far hash mark, and they ran it up the middle, pulled everyone right to clear the side out, and Griffin almost punched it through. We'll call it 1st down, goal to go at the 1 with 1:15 remaining and counting. Lions could go into halftime, John, up by 10 if they punch it in here. I want to see if C.J. Collins can just pound it through himself.
Well, we're seeing a big lineup change here, putting some of the heavies in. And
well,
let's see
Elijah Wright just came in, John. Where's number 7 quarterback? So Collins might be.
Yeah, Collins came off.
Well, they're going to call a timeout now, but the backup quarterback, Elijah Wright, was going into the huddle. So they were going to do something probably with the backup, another freshman quarterback. He's out of Grand Prairie, Texas, South Grand Prairie High School. Collins out of Bosqueville High School. I probably pronounced that wrong. Bosqueville High School out of Texas. And Coach Jesse Godding and offensive coordinator Frank Tristan will talk it over. This 1 extra yard is important. Could be the difference between 3 points and 7 points as we're under a minute remaining in the second quarter here at Lumpkin Stadium.
This series has been marked by the run game on the edges as opposed to pushing it up the gut, and it's going to be very interesting to see what choice they make here. They are keeping C.J. Collins off the field.
It's going to be White, the quarterback. He's got more speed than Collins. Might keep it himself. He's got Griffin nearby him. And a direct snap to Griffin. He may have gotten in, and touchdown Lions! Griffin takes the direct snap and pushes the pile forward, and the Lions, PAT pending, could be up by 10 against the 4-1 OBU Bison. We didn't see this coming, John. Here it is again. He got through barely. You see the line judge at the top of your screen signal touchdown Southwestern. The ball did skirt loose, and to OBU's credit, they did try to go for the ball. They weren't sure they heard the whistles. They were scrambling for the ball, but Griffin crossed the goal line first. And the Lions could be up 10 points. And they are up 10 on a 1-yard direct snap run from Troy Griffin with 48 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Well, Coach Godding, I'm sure, is feeling good about taking a 10-point lead into the locker room at halftime. But you can't rule out OBU. They have a very potent offense, and all it takes is a couple plays, as we saw in that first series. One run for 80 yards, and the score is different. So hopefully they'll go in the locker room. Coaches will express how important it is not to sit on your laurels.
Real quiet for the game has been Nico Simmons.
Nico.
He came into the game with 24 catches, 2 touchdowns, averaged 60 yards a game. I don't think we've called his name maybe but one time. Been real quiet. Also, again, we mentioned this earlier, but not a single punt at all in this entire game. You've got several times OBU turned the ball over on downs, and they also had 2 interceptions. And I'm trying to remember, I don't think, John, that Southwestern has, they've had to punt. I don't think they failed to convert on the 4th down either. So I think every time they've had the ball, I think they've scored at least a field goal or one of the 2 touchdowns. 48 seconds remaining, and a
Squib
punt. The live ball taken at the 21-yard line. And here comes the penalty flag as the ball is out to the 45-yard line. That's number 88 on the up man. That was Cy Stollard on the run back, tackled by the kicker, Chad Deeren. Not afraid to mix it up. I like that. Tough kicker. But it's going to come back. It's going to be against the Bison. And it's going to be a considerable penalty compared to where the ball would have been. They'll mark it clear back at the 23-yard line. 41 seconds remaining.
What do you do here, Rob? Do you just take a knee
Absolutely.
and go into the locker room?
I think you
Or do you feel desperate and try to make something happen? It's still 41 seconds. Looks like they're going to try to make something happen.
Try to make something happen here. Lions will send 4 down linemen and a whistle before the snap.
Maybe illegal motion.
And that'll back up the Bison again. I think at this point, John, you just take a knee and
Gotta
go
take a
in.
knee.
This is going nowhere fast for the Bison. And, you know, what you don't want to do is throw another pick, and that just leaves everybody with a sour taste in their mouth. Just down it, go in. The odds of you scoring from your own 23 with 40 seconds remaining are pretty slim.
They're going to go
Lions
deep.
have been playing.
They're going to go deep for 1.
All right, we'll see if they can convert on a big play. Woodard in trouble, scrambles, throws right, throws it out of bounds.
Very smart. Oh, late hit.
An unnecessary late hit will give the Bison a little more breathing room. That could be a 15-yard penalty.
It will be. And a first down.
I think that was Mason Guidry on the infraction. You don't want to do that if you're the Lions. Don't give these Bison any hope at all of getting into field goal range. Boy, that's a big one. And now maybe I'm going to change my tune now. Now you're at the 38-yard line with 35 seconds remaining.
They'll go big again.
You might as well now.
They're going to go big
Boy,
again.
this could be a costly error for the Lions.
2 men in the box.
And it's a keeper up the middle. I should say handoff up the middle. That's Jordan Barnes. He gets nowhere.
Looks like a timeout is called by the Bison.
Zach Jackson on the tackle.
Well, it looks like they're serious about this possession, and they are going to try to make something out of it. And all it takes is play, Rob. One play.
Cut this lead back to 10, and you're going to be happy if your head coach, Chris Jensen.
I think the logic in this is going to be let's try to beat them deep. And if he throws it as long and as hard as he can, I don't believe that there will be an interception. And maybe you can get lucky and get, who knows, a pass interference.
You saw St. Gregory's beat SAGU in straight sets earlier this afternoon in volleyball action. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line with under 30 seconds, 29 seconds remaining for Blake Woodard to work. Pass up the middle, pass complete near midfield, shoved out of bounds.
Got out of bounds.
And that pass was completed to Byron Gutierrez.
A little Joe Montana to Will Clark.
Carl Morgan on the tackle. 49-yard line, 24 seconds remaining, another first down. Another 20 yards or so, you may be in field goal position. Bison, Woodward rolls left, throws right, pass complete near midfield, down to the 43-yard line. It's Eric DeLay. And it's Carl again, Carl Morgan again on the tackle. And a timeout by the Bison with 16 seconds remaining.
That's 2 timeouts by the OBU Bison. I know the scoreboard doesn't reflect it, but they have 1 more left.
You're on top of it. You don't miss a thing.
We just don't miss a thing here at the SAGU Sports Network.
Cookman. He's got it all going on. Boy, I am really impressed with the Lions' overall play. Defense, a couple of picks. Offense, no punts. That usually leads to good things. 2 picks, no punts. We'll take that anytime going into halftime against a team that's 4-1 in the season.
That's true.
Well, here we go, John. Another, at least get the ball 15, 20 yards down the field, maybe 15. May be enough for the kicker, Trey Tooley, to punch it through. Or Woodward may go for 6. He's got 2 men up top. And he throws a screen pass complete, down to the 33-yard line, but the receiver stayed in bounds, and so the Bison are going to have to hurry it up. 9 seconds remaining. Clock temporarily stopped till they can set the ball down. Lions need to be ready. He might just go and spike it, and he does. He'll spike it. He'll stop the clock with 7 seconds remaining. The ball at the 33. You may have time for 1 more pass near the out of bounds lines and then set up a field goal possibly.
Well, it looks like they're trying to get in field goal position. That would bring it to a 1 touchdown difference, which would be a big win for the Bison going into halftime and carry some momentum into the locker room, which is what a coach definitely wants to do.
You know, I'll give you credit. You called it. I said take a knee, but you know, the penalty by the Lions early on set this whole thing up. So here we go. 7 seconds remaining. Woodard, pass complete near the 25-yard line.
1 second left on the clock.
Got out of bounds just in time.
They're bringing in the kicking team.
Oh, wow. Okay. Lions open the door, and the Bison have walked through it. Can they now convert? The ball is, this would be they got the ball back with 48 seconds left. Mark it at the 31 and be a 41-yard field goal attempt. And that would have been short, but a timeout called on the field. I believe the defense called a timeout, John.
Well, I'm thinking that Coach Gotting, after seeing that fall short, would
wish he didn't call a timeout.
Would like to take that one back.
My bad. Don't worry about it.
Never mind.
Never mind. Well, we'll see if Trey.
It's something you don't want to do. You don't want to give your kicker a second chance.
Yeah, he may have a better leg on
the
him now.
adjustments can be made, and I would say that there will be a correction made here.
Trey Tooley does all the kicking for this Bison team
And
at Plainview High School.
This will
Oklahoma.
have to be a really good kick because the wind is blowing in his face.
It'll be a 41-yard field goal, and now a timeout called by head coach Chris Jensen for OBU. Can we just please kick the ball? Both teams really worried about this 1 second remaining and against the wind, a 41-yarder. You know, this 3 points is very important, and I can respect that, but wow, what's left to do but kick the ball? I'm not sure why you keep calling timeout.
Yeah, it's true unless you're designing some type of trick play, and which I don't foresee happening. But you never know after knowing that the wind is blowing briskly in your face. Maybe the coach is rethinking this, and we did see the first attempt fall maybe a yard short.
Could we see
it's
a fake,
close.
Could we see a fake field goal? Maybe
that's a new kicker. This is a left-footed kicker.
Okay, maybe that's why. Let's get a number on this player, and maybe we'll see what happens here. Good observation, Mr. Cookman. 31-yard line, spot the 41-yard line. It is good. It barely sails through.
Well, that's why they called the timeout, Rob.
Number 90 on the kick, Emmanuel Cole.
Readjust the kicking game. Wow.
A defensive lineman, a 250-pounder out of Oklahoma City, pounds it through and cuts the lead to 7.
That's as close as you can get it.
We might be able to see that one more time. Wow. So, hats off to Chris Jensen. Here it is again. Look at this, John. Thing just, maybe by a yard?
Less.
Wow.
I would say maybe a foot and a half. Foot and a half shorter, it hits the crossbar.
To halftime we go. Emmanuel Cole cuts the lead to 7. And on our way to halftime, we're going to go down to the field now and check in with Adam Ferguson, who's standing by with Coach John Allen.
Thanks, Rob. I'm here with defensive coordinator defensively with 2 interceptions and a stop on the goal line on 4th down. What's been the keys to the defense so far in the first half?
Biggest part is we got our guys to slow down after that first series. We got them to just play basic technique, not overrun plays, and they're doing a great job of giving great effort.
Now, what's it like to have cornerback Shaquem Taylor back from injury? How big is that for your defense?
It's a huge difference because of injury.
And what do you have to do to keep the momentum on your defensive side and keep playing well in the second half?
We just keep doing more of what we're doing. Play fundamental football. Just keep our D-line from turning hips and that kind of thing, and keep our linebackers slowed down so they don't overflow the play.
Thanks, Coach Allen. Back to you, Rob.
August. Thanks, Coach. Thanks, Adam. We'll be back after these quick messages. You're watching football on the SAGU Sports Network. Halftime score, Lions 17, Bison 10. Be right back.